Last night, while we were all sleeping, Dictator Trump went on a social media tirade. He was sundowning live on Trash Social. And this is one of the pictures that he posted, depicting himself as Jesus Christ. Yet he says he was depicting himself as a doctor.
Did you post that picture of yourself depicted as Jesus Christ?
Well, it wasn't depicted. It was me. I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor, and it had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which we support. And only the fake news could come up with that one. So I just heard about it, and I said, how did they come up with that? It's supposed to be me as a doctor, making people better, and I do make people better.
He doesn't think this is him as a doctor. You didn't think this was him as a doctor. Nobody thought this was him as a doctor. In fact, he got so much backlash for this, he removed the post. It is gone from Trash Social. It is gone. If this was really him as a doctor, he would have kept that up. Let's go through the sundowning of Dictator Trump last night, shall we? It all started around 9 o'clock when he ripped on the Pope and said the Pope wants nuclear weapons. If anyone out there can show me where the Pope said he's okay with nuclear weapons, send it to me and I will give you $1,000 cash. No questions asked. And here we go. At 9:49, he put the picture of himself as AI Jesus. At 9:50, he had a picture of Trump Tower on the moon. At 10:10, it was a dumb meme with Biden and 3 other Democrats on there. 10:32, 10:53, a news clip. At 10:43, he announced the Strait of Hormuz blockade from the United States. At 2:35, an article about Joe Biden. At 2:36, an article on the naval blockade. At 2:37, an article about Representative Swalwell from California. At 2:37, reposted the same article about Biden that he posted a few minutes earlier. 2:38, an article on his ballroom. And at 4:10, an article on Iran. Which leads me to the question, what was he doing between 2:38 and 4:10? Anyone? Anyone? Here's the dumb meme that he posted. Ladies and gentlemen, he was sundowning last night right in front of your eyes on social media. Right in front of everybody's eyes. There is something wrong with Dictator Trump. He has cognitive decline. There are dozens and dozens of doctors now coming out and saying this is how people with cognitive decline act. He is not fit to be president. MAGA, you know he's not fit to be president. You just can't admit it out loud, but you know it in your head. We all know it. He will not be president of the United States by January of next year. He will not.